Today I'm doing a quick video on, well, it's not probably going to be quick, so we'll see how long it takes. I'm looking to upgrade my PlayStation 4 Slim hard drive. I'm looking to replace the spinning hard drive it comes with. It's a 1 terabyte version with this thing to see if load times get better. There's a game I have on it called Grand Theft Auto 5. Everybody knows that game. And it takes forever to load. So I'm going to test how long it takes. How long it takes to load the game. I'll show you the load time before the SSD install with the regular spinning hard drive. Then I'm going to dupe this drive, which is going to be, I haven't seen this on the internet, but I'm going to take this. I have this thing called Disc Jockey Pro, which is a duplicator. And I'm looking to duplicate my 1 terabyte to this. Now the duplicator is supposed to allow you to automatically expand the drive, so you don't need to extend the drive within any kind of systems. So once I duplicate 1 terabyte to 1 terabyte here, it just won't cut off at 1 terabyte. It'll give you the whole 2 terabytes. So it'll span the drive until it's for its full capacity. So I'm looking forward to that because I want to install this game, and I understand that this has a large amount of load time. I'm going to play with it with my friends online, and I'm looking to make it faster to install. I heard there's many download updates and upgrades. So I have a halfway decent internet. I get about 150 down, 20 to 25 up. So I'm hoping the internet speed is enough, and I want to make sure that the installs go as fast as possible with the SSD. I'm a regular person. I'm no super duper user or anything like that. And I'm just doing this as a regular person, and I'm gonna see in reality, in real life, not by any tests or anything, onto how long this takes. And I'll show you the difference between, I'll use the the Grand Theft Auto 5 game load time differences. So we'll just see the differences in those and see how much hopefully the load time reduces with the SSD. So let's get started. So that was 2 minutes and 30 seconds that it took to load the game fully, so that I could start, as you can see, I could start playing now, moving around. 2 minutes, 30 seconds. Now let's do the switch over to, well, let's do the hard drive. And I'm gonna see if the duplication works a lot easier than doing the backups. The backups take too long through USB. The duplicator hopefully will be a lot faster. So let's do that, because my hard drive is almost filled, so the whole 1 terabyte is being used. So let's start by removing the hard drive, which is here. Let me get a close-up. So you kind of push one end kind of forward and push this up, and it just slides out. It has a so it had these hinges there, these things, and they slide in and out, and they let you clip it in. You just snap it back in. So I think it's only one screw. Let's get a close-up look of it. I got to take out the screw right there. I saw that screw earlier, and that's right. So it's a regular Phillips screw. And I think it's going to be a tiny one. Yep, it's a very tiny one. Let me switch it out. I'll try this one. 5.5. tiny screw. Oh, it's cute. It has the Sony logo. I didn't even notice that. Cool. Okay, so now we pull it out. And I'll show you the hard drive that comes inside. So inside, there's a SATA connection right in there. And nothing else. So the hard drive has a cage. Let's put the PlayStation 4. Has a cage that it sits in. This is the hard drive itself, and I'm hoping I don't need to take it out of the cage. Well, you know what? I just remembered I'm going to have to do it so I can put my SD card in there. So let's get a close-up look at this thing. I'll have some pictures of it too at the end. It's a regular 2.4. Has the little thing here. Those are rivet screws right there. Now you may have a different hard drive. This is a 1 terabyte version that came with it, and I guess it depends on when they were made. They might get different batches of different drives, but I'll show you the drive that comes with it. These are the screws that are inside, just in case you lose them and you're looking for them, or you see this and you're wondering what's this screw for, and you can see that it's for the PlayStation 4 screw. Okay, I mean hard drive. Just put that to the side, take them all out. Now that we got that out, let's take out the hard drive. Remember, it's orientation, so you could put back the other one the same way, because then it won't slide in correctly. If you put it upside down, this will be on the other side. You don't want that. And so this is the whole cage itself. Nothing big deal about it. It allows you to pull out the hard drive and put it back in easily. And this is the actual hard drive that's inside. It's a Toshiba one. This is all the info on it. July 4th, 2018 is the date. 1 terabyte. Cool. So this is the place. It has all the games. I have like 800 gigs of stuff. I'm running out of space. That's why I bought the 2 terabyte SSD. So let's get started. Again, the process is it's plugged in. You want the source disk, which is going to be, so make sure if you have the disc jockey, you have to put the source disk here, which is going to be the one from the PlayStation 4, and it should go to the destination disk. Now, I think this is a lot faster than doing the backups, because the backups sometimes fail, and so, if you know, backups are a pain in the butt. This just does it. So to my understanding, PlayStation 4 uses exFAT, if I remember correctly, as a file format. So this should have no problem copying all the data from here to here. I think this will copy anything. But just in case there's a file format mismatch or something, I think that this will just do it. It won't be no issues. So this is the source, PlayStation 4, destination, SSD updated one. I'll keep that as a backup, but we'll use this as my new drive on the PlayStation 4 for load times to be much faster. I have pictures of everything here. So I've done videos on this disc jockey in the past, and I forgot to put the model number of the power supply. There was a person, YouTube viewer, who asked me for the model number. I didn't have it. I started adding that to the videos whenever I'm doing a video with this thing. So I'm going to put in the tags, that I have the model number for this and everything. It's at the end. It'll be at the end as a still shot. I I add pictures at the end of my videos so people can actually pause the video and can get a nice shot of what's going on. Get a nice shot of the model numbers and things like that. So I took pictures of the hard drives, everything. So you'll get a better picture at the end. So let's get started. I'm going to fast forward this process. You basically turn it on. And let's just get the first part of it going. And again, it averages about 2 hours for every disk. I don't know why, but it just does. I've never been under 2 hours. I've gone all the way, I think, to 8 hours, but those are large disks. I think this will do up to a 4 terabyte. I could be wrong. It might do 8. I don't remember I dupe everything, so I don't think I've ever had an issue with large drives. And I should rephrase that. One of the things is that I think 4 terabytes and below, what this device will do will span the whole drive. So since I'm going from a 1 terabyte to a 2 terabyte, I won't have to do anything to get the additional space. It'll automatically span it. So I think the only issue I have is after 4 terabytes for this thing, it'll make another partition, unless it's an identical 8 terabyte. So if I have an 8 terabyte, I get the whole 8 terabytes. But if it's a 4 terabyte to an 8 terabyte, it'll just give me 4 terabytes, and then I have to go to Windows and expand it. Not a big deal, but it's just something to be aware of. When you plug it in, you're like, hey, why don't I have all my space?
Motion detected at the PA front door.
And it just may be that you have to go to Windows and extend the partition. It's just what it is. It's the technology. But this has been the best dupe I've used. So let's get it started. This copy, you press start. Initializing. I'm going to fast forward the process and you'll see it on the screen. Because I'm sure you don't want to wait the whole time. Alright, so it's going to do it. So again, source drive is the PlayStation 4. Destination drive is the new drive. I'm going to fast forward this part. After about 2.5 hours, the drive is duped. Now let's see if it works, because I've never duped a PlayStation 4 drive. I don't see what the difference it would be from a regular Windows hard drive or a Mac hard drive, which I've duped many times and I've had no issues with this duplicator. But let's see how it does with a PlayStation 4 drive. Now let's put everything back. I've got to put the tray back. Let me fast forward this process. So the SSD drive is thinner than the cage, so I'm just going to hold it up and put it in where it meets the hole or the opening, and screw that in. It's got little rubber washers for shock absorption. Let me put it in this way. So you gotta match up. should hopefully be as simple as sliding it in, and it should go in this way. So it should slide in this way so it can match up. As you can see on the inside, the data cable's to the right and the power's to the left, right and left. ZIF, zero insertion force. Shouldn't take much force to put it in. Put in the other screw. And this should just slide right back in. This little slots here will fit with these slots there. Will slide in here. Don't break it, because once you got it in, I think you just push in and it's all nice. Perfect. All in there. Great. All right, now let's start it up, see what happens. Just turned it on with the remote, and let's cross our fingers. Let's start the game to see how long it takes to start. So that was 1 minute and 34 seconds. So let's compare the two. As you saw, it took 2 minutes and 30 seconds to start up the game from the regular spinning hard drive, the default hard drive that came with the system, which is 1 terabyte. And it took 1 minute and 34 seconds on the SSD, the new drive. What a difference. It's a 56-second savings. It's awesome. I think it's great. That's like, 30-40% in speed. And I've been playing now for I don't know, about 3 or 4 hours. What a difference. Another thing I noticed is that the OS, the PlayStation OS, is really snappy now, really fast. Everything moves right away, no issues whatsoever. I could just move around within the OS, and it seems snappier, faster to get to. Now, I'm still gonna do one more thing, which is install this game, and I understand there's a lot of updates having to do with this game, so I'm going to wait till tonight to get this installed and have the updates downloaded, and I'll let you know how fast it takes and if I notice a difference with using the SSD. I decided, with all this switching around of hard drives, to do a backup of my PlayStation. I'm backing it up right now to a 4 terabyte external USB 3.0 drive. So that's taken a while. I think the process is 6 hours long. So that's going to be a while. So I'll come back tonight and I'll install the Call of Duty Modern Warfare. I'm looking forward to using that game and playing with some friends that got it. And it's going to, I'm going to let you know how long it takes. I just give you a rough estimate of my own opinion. Again, like I've told you before, I'm a regular person, and I'll let you know if I notice. I do play games, not as much, but I do play games, and I'm just gonna see if there's a big difference in the installation and everything and how well the system works. I'm also gonna have my son try and get his take if he sees any big difference. So I'm gonna take a couple of days to finish this video. I just want to add this to it, that there is a big difference. You know, I was playing for like 3 or 4 hours now, and huge difference, huge. The SSD makes a huge difference. I can't tell. It's just everything seems so much faster. It's awesome. You know, I can't wait to SSD get cheaper in price, and you can buy 4 terabytes for a couple of $100 instead of, you know, I think they're $500, $1,000. It's just ridiculous right now. But hopefully in the very near future, the SSD prices will go down enough so that we can install SSD on everything, because it just makes a huge difference. So let me get back to you. I'm going to finish the backup, play for a little while, have my son play, and get his take at the end. And I'll let you know my take. So after a few days of playing this game with my friend, well, I'm sorry, I only played this game once with my friend so far, but I did play it on campaign. It's pretty cool. And I have to say that I have noticed a huge increase in speed on the PlayStation 4. You know, these game consoles really need SSDs. I know the cost is probably 200 times the cost of a regular hard drive, but what a lightning difference it makes. It's just a huge difference. Heating is no issue. I mean, it just works. You know, you get it set up and it just works. And it works really well. Load times are so much faster. So you're not waiting around, waiting for games to load. It's at least a 30% increase in speed when it comes to loading. And actually going through the OS, like I said, fast. And playing the game, it's got to be a boost in increase. Maybe not online because you're going through bandwidth. It did take a while for install. I mean, there was a lot of things to be installed, but that might have been more the internet speed than anything else. I don't have the greatest internet speed here. Now, the game itself, the install of the game was pretty fast, simple, easy, no issues whatsoever. So my son's going to give his opinion. So you've been playing for a couple of days. How have you felt? Did you notice a difference in game?
It's a lot faster.
It is?
Mm-hmm.
What games have you been playing? You've been playing Fortnite, right?
Yeah.
And you noticed the load time being faster?
Yep.
Any other games that you played? Besides the Modern Warfare? GTA 5, you noticed the difference. That I noticed. That I gotta say, I agree with my son. The load time was so much faster. I remember starting the game, going up, having something to drink and coming back down, and we're still loading. Now it's really fast, so you don't even have time to do anything. Much faster. I'm exaggerating a little bit, but it is much faster. Anything else that you played so far? No? My son hasn't played anything else. So that's Modern Warfare, Fortnite, and Grand Theft Auto. We've already noticed a huge difference in speed. So SSD, you ask me, I'm a regular guy, non-scientific, just regular usage, and I do notice a difference. Not very good at games. My son's much better than I am, but I do play, and I do notice a huge difference. And like I said, especially on load time. But I would assume if load time is faster, everything else must be going much faster. All right, I hope you liked the video. I hope it helps. Thank you. Bye.
Some info on item: Samsung 2TB 870 QVO 2.5 SATA 3 internal SSD BH number SAM77Q2T0B MFR number MZ77Q2T0B/AM Samsung 870 QVO Series 2.5 SATA 3 internal SSD single unit version 2TB MZ77Q2T0B/AM. Cost $229.99. purchased on B&H website, also available on Amazon's website in the box. Samsung 2TB 870 QVO 2.5 SATA 3 internal SSD limited 3-year warranty. Key features: 2TB storage capacity. SATA 3 6GB read speeds of up to 560 MB/s, write speeds of up to 530 MB/s. The Samsung 2TB 870 QVO 2.5 SATA 3 internal SSD is their second generation QLC SSD for PC and laptop use. It has a 2.5 form factor at 7 mm tall and utilizes the SATA 3 interface to achieve sequential read and write speeds of up to 560 and 530 MB/s respectively. Additionally, it comes with Samsung Magician software for drive health monitoring. The Samsung 2TB 870 QVO 2.5 SATA 3 internal SSD is their second generation QLC SSD for PC and laptop use. It has a 2.5 form factor at 7 mm tall and utilizes the SATA 3 interface to achieve sequential read and write speeds of up to 560 and 530 MB/s respectively. Additionally, it comes with Samsung Magician software for drive health monitoring and updates, and is backed by a 3-year warranty. Samsung Magician software. The Samsung Magician software lets users manage their drive's health and status, and keep up with the latest updates. Samsung 870 EVO specs. Storage drive capacity 2.0 TB. Performance interface SATA 3, 6GB. Sequential read speed 560 MB/s. Sequential write speed 530 MB/s. Physical drive type SSD. Form factor 2.5, 7 mm. Flash memory type quad level cell, QLC. Reliability, data integrity. Endurance. Total bytes written, 720 TB. General warranty length limited 3-year warranty. Packaging info. Package weight 0.185 pounds. Box dimensions, LXWXH, 5.8 x 3.9 x 0.9. Compatible devices: laptop, desktop. Brand Samsung. Digital storage capacity 2 TB. Hardware interface solid state drive. Type of product 2.5 inches. About this item: go big, do more. The 870 QVO is Samsung's latest second-generation QLC SSD with up to 8 TB of storage capacity, enhanced in every way, with an expanded SATA interface limit of 560/530 MB/s. Sequential speeds. The 870 QVO improves random access speed and sustained performance. Boost capacity. The 870 QVO is available in 1, 2, 4, and 8 TB. Reliable and sustainable. The capacity of the 8 TB 870 QVO increases reliability up to 2880 TBW using a refined ECC algorithm for stable performance. Upgrade with ease. Upgrading to 870 QVO is now easier than ever for anyone with a desktop PC or laptop that supports a standard 2.5-inch SATA form factor. Samsung Magician software. Manage your drive and enhance its performance with tools that keep up with the latest updates and monitor the drive's health and status. World's #1 flash memory brand. All firmware and components, including Samsung's world-renowned DRAM and NAND, are produced in-house, allowing end-to-end integration for quality you can trust from the manufacturer. Go big, do more. The 870 QVO is Samsung's latest second-generation QLC SSD with up to 8 TB of storage capacity. Dependable storage for PCs and laptops, with performance you can trust. Samsung QVO 870. Enhanced in every way. QVO 870, enhanced in every way. With an expanded SATA interface limit of 560/530 MB/s sequential speeds, the 870 QVO improves random access speed and sustained performance. Intelligent Turbo Write accelerates write speeds and maintains long-term high performance with a larger variable buffer. A superscript 1 boost capacity. The 870 QVO is currently available in 1, 2, 4, and 8 TB. Upgrade to the latest in SATA SSD technology to thrive in today's digital world. A superscript 2 capacity up to 8 TB. Reliable and sustainable. Reliable and sustainable. The capacity of the 2TB 870 QVO increases reliability up to 720 TBW, terabytes written, using a refined ECC, error-correcting code, algorithm for stable performance. Upgrade with ease. Upgrading to 870 QVO is now easier than ever for anyone with a desktop PC or laptop that supports a standard 2.5-inch SATA form factor. Simply plug in the 870 QVO into a SATA slot and let the updated migration software take care of the rest. Upgrade to QVO 870 with ease. Samsung Magician Software. Samsung Magician Software. Keep your SSD in check with Samsung Magician 6.1 software. Manage your drive and enhance its performance with a wide range of useful tools to keep up with the latest updates and monitor the drive's health and status. A superscript 1 performance may vary based on SSD's firmware version and system hardware and configuration. Random performance improved up to 13% in QD1 random read for 870 QVO versus 860 QVO. Sustained write performance improved up to 21% for 870 QVO versus 860 QVO. Test system configuration. Intel Core i7-7700K CPU at 4.20 GHz, DDR4 1200 MHz 32 GB, OS Windows 10 Pro 64-bit, chipset Asus Prime Z270A. Superscript 2 1 GB equals 1,000,000,000 bytes by IDEMA. A certain portion of capacity may be used for system file and maintenance use, so the actual capacity may differ from what is indicated on the product label. Available dates may differ by capacity. Samsung 870 QVO Series 2.5 SATA 3 internal SSD single unit version 2 TB, MZ77Q2T0B/AM, This item Samsung 870 QVO Series 2.5 SATA 3 internal SSD single unit version 2TB, MZ77Q2T0B/AM. Product description. Capacity 2TB sequential read/write performance reaching up to 560/530 MB/s provides best-in-class performance via the SATA interface. Accelerated read performance up to 13% faster than 860 QVO for added benefits for everyday computing. 870 QVO provides adequate amount of TBW for daily use, equivalent to 3-bit MLC SSDs, and offers up to 1440 TBW guaranteed endurance. Expanded capacity up to 4 TB for client SSD in 2.57 mm form factor. Up to 3-year limited warranty. Warranted TBW, 360 TBW for 1 TB model, 720 TBW for 2 TB model and 1440 TBW for 4 TB model. Limited warranty up to 3 years or up to the TBW for each capacity, whichever comes first. For more information on warranty, please find the enclosed warranty statement in the package. Product information. Capacity 2 TB technical details. Collapse all other technical details. Brand Samsung Series 870 QVO Series. Item model number MZ77Q2T0B/AM. Hardware platform laptop, PC. Item weight 2.89 ounces. Product dimensions 3.94 x 2.76 x 0.27 inches. Item dimensions LXWXH 3.94 x 2.76 x 0.27 inches. Flash memory size 2. Manufacturer Samsung ASIN B089C6LZ42. Data transfer rate 6 GB per second. Item dimensions 3.94 x 2.76 x 0.27 inches. UPC 887276417875.